Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Ram. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Welcome. So we are reading from Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Bhakti Yoga. We read, I think we finished 13 or 14. Am I right? Can anybody?
Hare Krishna, Guru Maharaj.
Yeah. We have
Yes,
completed,
Guru.
no?
No, Guru Maharaj.
Huh?
You complete only verse, not purport and translation.
Oh, acha.
Yes.
Acha. 13 and 14. So up to verse 12, there is first question, which one is right? Worshipping impersonal Brahma or personality of Godhead? Which one best? Krishna said best is devotional service. And what is the best? Surrender fully. Even not. Best is always meditate Krishna. If unable, then abhas, practice. If unable practice, then give up your fruits of your activity. If you cannot do that also, do some pious activities. Opening school, college, hospitals, gradually appear. So best is best. Now, who is the best devotee? Now, from 13 to 12, another 8 verses, who is the best devotee? So 13 and 14, Prabhupada give purport together. Adishta sarva bhutana maitra karuna evacha nirmama nirahankara samodukha kshikaksham santishta satatang yogi jatatma dhrishya maya arpita manabuddhi jamat bhakta samay priya. Here you can see the purport. Why one word coming after another? Normally you cannot see, but Prabhupada the purport so nicely. Why Adishta? After then Sarva, Adishta then why after then Maitri? After Maitri, why Karuna? So nicely Prabhupada has explained. First we go to word meaning. Adishta, non-envious. Oh, I am also Adishta. But no, Sarvabhutanam. Sarvabhutanam. That means you have not killed goat for your satisfaction of time. Sarvabhutana. You cannot for yourself, you cannot kill mosquito also. Adishta Sarvabhutana. Sarvabhutana means towards all living entities. Then that is not enough. But more than that, no, I am not envious anybody. Who is better than that? I am not envious with anybody. Who is better than? Maitro. Not envious, I am friendly. Then, friendly. I am friendly. Okay, I am friendly. What is more about than friendly? Karuna. I am friendly. But this thing about them, Karuna, no. Actually, this is greater than friendly. Wow. Adishta Sarvatan Maitra, friendly. Karuna, kindly. Evo, certainly. Cha, also. Nirmama, with no sense of proprietorship. What is Nirmama is better than Karuna? Until you have sense property, you cannot show Karuna. Oh, Gulab Jamun. No, I shouldn't give. But if you, then I am not this, but then what is the problem showing Karuna? Until the proprietorship, then you can show Karuna. How you can? Nirmama means with no sense of proprietorship. What does it mean? Oh, Nirmama proprietorship. Why is translation like that? Mama means mine. Ne means no. No mine. Everything belongs to Krishna. Nirmama. Nirmama two meaning. Nirmama means one is killing a goat. Nirmama. There's no compassion. But another nirma means not mine. One thing, it is not mine. It is not mine. I'll eat the goat and I eat the nirma. And one nirma, he's not thinking anything belongs to him. Everything belongs to Krishna. That is nirma. Nirmamo, with no sense of proprietorship. When it is possible? When it is possible? Nirahankar. How? How nirahankar and nirmamo is? Yes. Nirahankar means without false ego. Without false ego, I am not this body. Then automatically it becomes nirmama. Sama dukkha sukha kshami. Sama dukkha sukha. Equal in distress and in happiness. Kshami, forgiving. Shantishta, shatatam, always satisfied. Yogi, one engaged in devotion. Jato atma. Jato means? Yata means? Sangjata. Control. Jato what comes from? From jato comes sangjata. It comes from jam niyam. Jam, sangjam. Sangjata. This is what comes. Jam, sangjam. Sangjata. This means control. So sangjata, jata atma. Jata atma means self-control. Atma means person. Jata atma, the person is self-control. Jata atma, dhriya nishchaya. Dhriya nishchaya. With determination. What is the connection? Dhriya nishchaya and jata atma? Prabhupada will explain it purport. Without jata atma, you cannot become determination. So connected. Huh? Moi orpita monobuddhi. Moi orpita monobuddhi. Mon buddhi, mind and intelligence, moi orpita. Engaged upon me. This is the best devotion. Moi orpita monobuddhi. We heard so many times. This is the best. Moi orpita monobuddhi. What does it mean? Always thinking about in mind. Manmana bhava. Moi orpita monobuddhi. In different languages, manmana bhava. Here, moi orpita monobuddhi. Ja, one who, mat bhakta, my devotee, sa, he, may, to me, priya, dear. One who is not envious, but is a kind friend of all living entities, who does not think himself a proprietor, and is free from false ego, who is equal in both happiness and distress, who is tolerant, always satisfied, self-control, and engaged in devotional service with determination, his mind and intelligence fixed on me, such a devotee of mine is very dear to me. Oh, I know this verse. Knowing this verse and knowing the meaning, applying different level. Unfortunately, we think, oh, we are senior, mature devotee, we know this verse. How much we are applying? That is the knowing. Coming again to the purport. Coming again to the point of pure devotional service, the Lord. Why coming again to the point? Why Prabhupada coming in? Why Prabhupada is saying coming again to the point of pure devotional? Because previously Prabhupada explained the best is you cannot do this, do this. You will do this, do this, do this, do this. Then again explain the best one. That is the Prabhupada saying, coming again to the point of pure devotional service. The Lord is describing the transcendental qualifications of a pure devotee in these two verses. A pure devotee is never disturbed in any circumstances, nor is he envious of anyone. So here, verses started from non-envious, and Prabhupada is giving before that. Yeah, he's never disturbed in any circumstances. So that is the previous stage. If you disturb, then you will envious, no? So you disturb, then envious. Even not, then you will not envious. So the previous stage of non-envious is don't be disturbed any circumstance. Then you will be non-envious. Nor he is envious of anyone. Nor does a devotee becomes his enemy's enemy. Even Prabhupada is giving not enemy, even not enemies anymore. Another higher degree. It is not Prabhupada is speaking homilogically something, no? So systematic. He thinks this person is acting in my as my enemy due to my own past misdeeds. So it is better to suffer than to protest. What is the famous verse in Bhagavatam? Very famous verse. In the Srimad Bhagavatam, Brahma Vimohan Lila, Brahma is praising. 10:48. It is stated, Tatyanukampang Shishamikshaman, Bhunjan eva Atmakritam Vipakam. Tatyanukampang, Tat, get suffering. Te, O Lord, your Anukampa. O Lord, I am suffering. That is your mercy. If you slap your child, and if his child comes and hold him, Mother, what have you done? He will cry and pick up in his lap. So if you, same thing, if you give some punishment, oh Krishna, yes, thank you. I have to get more eagerly. Then Krishna says, okay, I should not give any punishment. Too much. Tattva Anukampa. Oh Lord, thought that suffering, your Anukampa, your compassion. How? Shushamikshamana bhunji eva atmakritam. Eva atmakritam viva. Atmakrit. I have done my mistake. That isn't suffering. You are not doing it. It should be more than that. Whenever devotee is in distress or has fallen into difficulty, he thinks that it is the Lord's mercy upon him. He thanks. Thanks to my past misdeeds, I should suffer far, far better than I am suffering now. So, it is by the mercy of the Supreme Lord that I am not getting all the punishment I am due. I am just getting a little by the mercy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Therefore, he is always Therefore, he is always calm, quiet, and patient, despite many distressful conditions. What is explaining? Even why explaining? Therefore, he is always calm, quiet, and patient, despite many distressful conditions. Why? Why Prabhupada is saying that? Okay, I am giving clue. If you are not, then what will happen? Here Prabhupada is saying, therefore he is always calm, quiet, and patient, despite many disturbing conditions. If not, what will happen? Huh? Disturb means? Means? Envious. Who has done it envious thing? So to Prabhupada explain that point. How to Adeshta Sarvabhutam? Explain that point. A devotee is also kind to everyone and even to his enemy. Nirmama means that a devotee does not attach much importance to the pains and troubles pertaining to the body because he knows perfectly well that he is not the material body. He does not identify with the body. Therefore, he is freed from the conception of false ego and is equiposed in happiness and distress. He is tolerant and is satisfied with whatever comes by the grace of the Supreme Lord. He does not endeavor much to achieve something with great difficulty. Upadeshamita? Uttahar Prayas. Destroy Bhakti. Uttahar Prayas, this is it. He does not endeavor much to achieve something with great difficulty. Therefore, he is always joyful. Shukha, Samadukha, Shukha. How Samadukha, Shukha? Like, if you come over here, I am going to Bhakti Prema Maharaj, he'll give 1 kilo gold. Now I'm not giving anything. So how will you feel? Why I wasted time? You come with some expectation. When I'm not getting, frustrated. If you don't expect anything, there's no suffering. When the expectation, so does not endeavor much to achieve anything with great difficulty, then who can give suffering? Therefore, he is always joyful. He is a completely perfect mystic because he is fixed in the instructions received from the spiritual master. And because his senses are controlled, he is determined. What is the 2 words? As his senses are controlled, he is determined. What is the 2 words? Jatatma Dhiranishta. In the verse? Jatatma Dhiranishta. Who was explaining these 2 words together? He is not swayed by the false arguments because no one can lead him from the fixed determination of his devotional service. He is fully conscious that Krishna is the eternal Lord, and so no one can disturb him. All these qualifications enable him to fix his mind and intelligence entirely on the Supreme Law. Such a standard of devotional service is undoubtedly very rare, but a devotee becomes situated in this stage by following the regulative principles of devotional service. Furthermore, the Lord says that such a devotee is very dear to him, for the Lord is always pleased with all his activities in full Krishna consciousness. Very good to hear, but at the same time, we should think about how I can implement in my life. That is most important. But normally, we are reading for giving class, preparing for to give class. Preparing for class is good, but best is preparing for practicing. Normally, we don't give so much practice how to apply in our life, but we maximum practice how to give presentation on this. Next qualification. Jasman na udvijate loko, lokan na udvijate chaja, harsha amarsha bhayo udvigoir, mukta ja sha chame priya. Jasmat na udvijate. Jasmat from na udvijate. Never hesitated. Loka people. Loka from people. No udvijate. From him. Lokat from people. No, never. Udvijate is disturbed. He, from him, nobody will disturb, and he will not disturb by other. Jasman no udvijate is loka. Nobody will be disturbed by him, and he will disturb other. Udvijate cha also ja anyone who harsha amarsha bhayo udvek mukta. Mukta free from 4 things. Harsha amarsha bhayo udvek. Harsha amarsha means from happiness and distress. Harsha amarsha bhayo udvek, fear, udvek and anxiety. Mukta free jahu sachame priya. Shall anyone also may to me dear, very dear. He by whom no one is put into difficulty and who is not disturbed by anyone, who is equiposed in happiness and distress, fear and anxiety, is very dear to me. A few of a devotee's qualifications are further being described. No one is put into difficulty. No one is put into difficulty, anxiety, fearfulness, and dissatisfaction by such a devotee. Since a devotee is kind to everyone, he does not act in such a way as to put others into anxiety. Nice point. You can give a pure devotee so many things. Which you cannot give? Anxiety. You can give so many things. You can donation, give so many things. But you cannot give this thing. Difficulty, anxiety, fear for dissatisfaction. How? Why? Since a devotee is kind to everyone, he does not act in such a way as to put others into anxiety. You can see in your own life, in village, local, there is some dog. If you are not invest him, he will not invest him. One day in Jain, I was morning alone. So one dog is attacking one boar, hog. So in front of me attacking, so I don't. It is attacking in front of me. So just stop. I'm not doing anything. Another side, another dog was looking, shouting out at me. He has understood I want to disturb him. Normally, no problem. When he just stopped seeing that, how to do now? How to help him? So other dog coming from that, he barking at me. So dog also understand I want to disturb his friend. So animal can understand. At the same time, if others try to put a devotee into anxiety, he is not disturbed. What is the song written by Bhakti Thakur? Can you remember this song? Amar Jibon Shada Paperata Nahi. What is this line here? পরের উদ্বেগ দিয়েছি যে কত দিয়েছি জীবের পরের উদ্বেগ দিয়েছি যে কত দিয়েছি জীবের When you read this, Krishna said, will not be caused by anxiety, but I have so much people, so many people, anxiety. পরের উদ্বেগ দিয়েছি যে কত দিয়েছি যে how will become dear to Krishna? It is not whimsical Bhaktivinoda Thakur wrote this. It is outpouring of his heart. Beautiful song, the feeling from the heart. This is not the writing to teach other one. Bhaktivinoda Thakur wrote also. The Nijo monoprati, the line. This is I am writing for instructing my mind. It is by the grace of Lord that he is so practiced that he is not disturbed by any outward disturbance. What does it mean? He should, one should put oneself in such a, nice one. One should mold his life. What is mold? This you know how to make murti? How to make a murti? If the dye is mold. If you put in the mold, it will come in such a. So one should make one life, one should mold one's life in such a that thing will. You just put this in the mold, it will automatically come a sin. So one should mold our life in such. So nobody can disturb us. I'm reading. It is by the grace of Lord that he is so practiced. He's molded his life in such a way that he is not disturbed by any outward disturbance. How? Like the onion and garlic's price from 200 to 2,000. Whole survive. But you give up eating onion garlic, no disturbance. Mold your life in such a way, you should be attached to peak onion garlic price. So mold your life in such a way, you should not disturb it. There are some disturbance in Bharat and Bangladesh. They stop sending Ilish Mach, Ilisha fish, disturbed. And they stop sending onion and garlic, they are disturbed. By hearing the ISKCON devotees are laughing. What is this? Some people are from that side. If you don't send us onion and garlic, we will not send Elisha fish. Wow. Actually, because the devotee is always engrossed in Krishna consciousness and engaged in devotional service, such material circumstances cannot move him. Generally, a materialistic person becomes very happy when there is something for his sense gratification and his body. Sense gratification and his body. But when he sees that others have something for their sense gratification and he is not, is sorry and envious. Adishta sarvata, envious. How enviousness come? When he is expecting some retaliation from an enemy, he is in a state of fear. And when he cannot successfully execute something, he becomes dejected. A devotee who is always transcendental to all the disturbance is very dear to Krishna. Bhayo udvegai mukta. Jashacha. Verse 16. Anapekko shuchi dakho udasina katavyata sarvarambha parityagi jogad bhakta swami. Anapeksha. Apeksha means? Desire. No apeksha. Neutral. Shuchi, pure. Daksha, expert. Udashin, free from care. Have you any experience of Udashin? Any experience? Udashin? When? Where's an experience of Udashin? During chanting. How do you say? We don't know what to do. I don't know what you are doing. You are thinking. No relation of chanting or thinking. I don't know what I am thinking. I don't know what happens with you or not. It is always with me. What I'm thinking, for I'm thinking, I don't know. Chanting, hand is Hare Krishna in the mouth, hand is around. But what I'm thinking for is not here. Wow. Udashin. So Udashin is the most dangerous thing for inattentive chanting. Free from care. Gata Vyatha. Vyatha. Distress. Gata means that's gone. So Gata Vyatha means freed from all distress. Sarva Arambha Parityagi. Sarva Arambha means of all endeavors, Parityagi, renunciation. What is the word? Uttar Prayas. This Prayas. So destroy bhakti. Uttar Prayas Prajalpo. Uttar we explained before. Now Prayas. This Prayas. Prayas is Sarva Arambha. I do this. But Parityagi. We should give up that. Parityagi, renunciation. Ja, anyone who, Mat Bhakta, my devotee, saw he, may to me, Priyo, very dear. Translation. My devotee who is not dependent on the ordinary course of activities, who is pure, expert, without cares, free from all pains, and not striving for some result, is very dear to me. What is the meaning? Not striving for some result.
There is no expectation.
Okay, more clear? Yes. Not striving for some result means not personal result. You're doing something for Krishna, not result. You're going to book distribution. You don't want result? Then, I want to read Bhagavad said every day on. Then, they are not striving for some result? No. Here, when not striving for some result means personal result. It's very dear to me. Money may be offered to a devotee, but he should not struggle to acquire it. If automatically, by the grace of the Supreme, money comes to him, he is not agitated. Naturally, a devotee takes a bath at least twice in a day and rises early in the morning up for devotional service. So I don't want to ask question. Make a routine, minimum twice bath. Normally devotees do that, but don't become negligent. Actually, 3 times is better. Naturally, devotee takes a bath at least, why at least twice. It is not a maximum. At least twice. Why? Because for cleanliness, that means 2 times with a maximum 12 hours, body will be dirty. That is why we should take bath. Anything comes out from the body is contaminated. The sweating comes out. So that is why we should take bath. And using the same cloth, we wear this cloth. That means after taking bath, giving powder of dirty things. Thus, he is naturally clean both inwardly and outward. A devotee is always expert because he fully knows the essence of all activities of life and is convinced of the authority of scriptures. Now, you have experience. Those are joining Krishna consciousness, even a small kid. If outside you ask question, he can give answer without any fear. You also, after giving lecture, don't say any question. Wow. Sab jante, everything, he knows everything. How is silly any question? For my get the courage. He knows everything. But I don't know. I also don't know. Any question? Normally, first time, wow, what is saying? Any question? He knows everything. So I think our devotees, everybody after class, this any question? So there is no fear. From where it comes? Fearlessness. Thousands of people, all are newcomers, and any question? Anybody can ask any question. How will you answer? Was yes, confident Krishna will protect me because I have a come on behalf of him. Everybody, you have also experience. You give an audience, hundreds of people, they don't know Krishna consciousness. You are saying any question, he may come any type of question. But a devotee never takes the part of a particular party, therefore he is carefree. As is not with any party, but carefree. He is never pained because he is free from all designations. Sarva upadhi mukta. And upadhis ma tatpat nirmalam. Sarva upadhi mukta tatpat nirmalam. When giving up upadhi means free from all dirty things. Upadhi is dirty things. He is never pained because he is free from all designations. He knows that his body is a designation. So if there are some bodily pains, he is free. The pure devotee does not endeavor for anything which is against the principles of devotional service. For example, constructing a big building requires great energy, and a devotee does not take to such business if it does not benefit him by advancing devotional service. He may construct a temple for the Lord, and for that he may take all kinds of anxiety, but he does not construct a big house for his personal relations. Wait, so nice, huh? Bhagavad Gita. What do you think? By reading Bhagavad Gita, I have to read it again. We have read so many times, but again and again we'll get newer and newer revelation. Because it's not material. And purport is not also material. Anytime we read, newer and newer. As Krishna is Satchidananda, ever fresh. Navo Jovana. So Bhagavad Gita Navo Jovana. Every time newer, fresh. Hare Krishna. Thank you. Okay. Lekha, please turn.
हरे कृष्णा डेकर महाराज प्लीज एक्सेप्ट माय हम्बल ओबेइसेंसेस महाराज मेरा क्वेश्चन मतलब एग्जैक्टली तो परपट से नहीं है बट मेरा क्वेश्चन अपने रेफरेंस में है कि अभी जैसे मेरी शादी हो गई और ऐसे फाइनेंस का कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है घर पे तो मुझे जॉब करना चाहिए कि नहीं करना चाहिए
You just see in a big company, who is working? Labor is working and manager is sitting. You want a manager of your home, you sit down and husband will work for you. But it is up to you. Want to be labor or want to become queen of this house? Decision up to you.
महाराज मेरा बस इसी संदर्भ में क्वेश्चन है कि महाराज फिर मेरे को सब पूछते रहते हैं, मैं कहीं पे भी जाती हूँ कि तू जॉब नहीं कर रही वगैरह, तो मैं क्या रिप्लाई दूँ?
I'm the queen of the house, why I should do the job? I will only, devotees of Krishna only serve Krishna. So why will only serve husband, and husband will take all the troubles for wife? So why you should take? You should satisfy only your husband, and husband will take all troubles. But you want to give more money for preaching Krishna consciousness, you can do. But actually no need of doing service. That energy you can give for your preaching Krishna consciousness. That is better. How much money you can earn by your service? But you go home to home, distribute book. Just take an example. If you are able to distribute small books 5 a day, in 1 month, 150 people. If 150 people, if 5 people become devotee, in 1 year, you are making 60 family devotee. Can you get that satisfaction by doing job? And if 60 people become devotee, they will maintain your family, their counseling. Okay. Okay, last question. और कहते हो?
Hare Krishna, Maharaj. Dandavat Pranam. Maharaj, I have a question from the verse number 15 that you told that it is by the grace of the Lord that he is so practiced that he is not disturbed by any outward disturbance. So, Maharaj, can you please explain a little bit this?
If you give up eating onion and garlic, if the onions and garlics press up and down, you will not disturb. Even Rajdhani Express, they give free Coca-Cola and coffee. And one day there is no supply. You disturb. Why? But if you don't know, is it coming or not coming, you are not disturbed. You mold your life, nobody will disturb you. If you are attached, I have booked my ticket in Rajdhani for free Coca-Cola, why they not supply? You disturb. But mold your life in such a no Coca-Cola. So no disturbance.
No, actually, Maharaj, in the time of student life, we are just hankering or lamenting for getting a better college or institute or for
Yes.
some job.
If
So,
that is Krishna service, that anxiety is good. If you doing something for serving Krishna, the anxiety is Krishna consciousness. That is not anxiety. That is devotional service. You are doing everything for Krishna's pleasure. That is not anxiety. And who wrote? Bhakti Thakur. Tomaro Shevai Dukh hoy joto সেও তো পরম সুখ সেবা সুখ দুঃখ পরম সম্পদ নাশয় অবিদ্যা দুঃখ. In your service, any distress and happiness, all actual happiness. Not only that, Shiva Shuk Duk Param Sampad is actually property. If you by doing by Krishna service, if some pain is there, that will be your treasure for whole life. Like our one Gurudev, Bhakti Raghav Swami Maharaj, for protecting Mayapur Dham, They fight with the dacoits, and they shoot, and he lost one leg. And now traveling every whole world is worshipping. He is the person for protecting Lord has given his leg. That he is suffering. Actually, he is not suffering, he is pleasure. For Lord, I have done something. Have you that type of pleasure? But he has that pleasure. For Lord, I have gone to give my life, but Krishna has not taken. I am keeping for serving. The Shiva shook the Parva Sampad, that is become wealth. Everybody is worshipping him, glorifying him. And what happens? Nashaya avidya duk. Even serving Krishna is suffering or distress. But when you are doing service, either it's suffering or pleasure. But what is it? Nashaya avidya duk. That time you are not engaged in material activities. But if you don't do that Krishna conscious activities, you will do any material activities. Then you bondage. At least you are not bondage. Okay. So that is why in Krishna's service, any distress or pleasure, actually all are wealth. তোমার সেবায় দুঃখ হয় যত, সেও তো পরম সুখ. That is not দুঃখ, it is পরম সুখ, supreme. Like Shambhog and Vipralambha. In separation is suffering, but that is more relishable than in presence. Well, last question, Aman.
Hare Krishna Guru Maharaj, Janmat Pranam. Thank you Guru Maharaj for giving the wonderful class. Please accept my humble obeisance. Guru Maharaj, my question is that कि अभी मेरा स्कूल का और कोचिंग का बहुत सारी चीज़ों का टाइम लॉन्ग हो चुका है, तो मुझे 16 राउंड्स करने में बहुत ही ज़्यादा दिक्कत जा रही है. तो गुरु महाराज प्लीज मुझे कुछ ऐसा सजेशन दीजिए कि मैं जल्दी अपने 16 राउंड्स मॉर्निंग में कंप्लीट कर पाऊँ. गुरु महाराज, आई एम facing so many difficulties.
I'll tell you, you should study well first. You have not read 16 rounds now. You study well first.
Yes.
And now is important, more important, taking care of body, sleep well, eat well, study well. Okay. Thank you.
Hare Krishna Maharaj, Dhanvat Pranam.